How did you learn the notes on the fingerboard? I can think of a few ways to learn them. The way I learned it was I was taking guitar lessons with Mrs. Gunderson, and we had a book with sight reading, and she taught me E, F, G, B, C, D, G, A, D, E, F, A, B, C, E, F, G. I don't know if we got any sharps or flats in there, but that's the first three frets. That's a good way to learn. That's what you'd learn with a kind of a standard, good old-fashioned sight reading method book, which I use with my students. So the first three frets, learn the natural notes, forget the sharps and flats for a little bit, and you can add those in later. But make sure you have, that's one way to learn. Make sure you have all six strings of the first three frets down. So I was learning that, and saying, hey, cool, whatever. I was still kind of suspicious of the process, but I'm like, so E, F, G, what's that? Was my question. And I remember thinking for a second, it had to be H, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And then I realized immediately that there are no H's. And even though I didn't know much, I knew that. So after G it goes to A. So I went E, F, G, A. Probably came up with the B. Somehow figured out that C is a half step from B and a whole step to D, whole step to E. So I think learning those whole step, half steps is crucial. E, F, G. E to F is a half step. I didn't even know what a half step was or why, but I knew that sounded right. E, F, whole step to G, whole step to A, whole step to B, half step to B, C, whole step to D, whole step to E. And then it starts, I probably did the octave thing there. 12th fret to open the octave. And somehow E, F, F, G, G, A, B, C, D. No big deal. Pretty easy. And I just love playing that. I love playing those high notes. All the Christmas songs are right in there. And then I probably went to the big string. Same thing, same note names. Again, not afraid to go high on the neck, even though the first three frets is really important. That's how I learned. Another way, and then you can work your way up with the strings like B, C, D, E, second string, third string, fifth string, so on and so forth. You can do them one string at a time, but you'll start seeing patterns like the A's at the 5th fret. There's one at the 7th fret on the 4th string. You might start noticing that those are within the chord. A's, B's, C's, D's, E's. You notice them in little groups. And later, I learned all about caged, C-A-G-E-D system. So within the C chord here shape, the C chord, there's two C notes. First string and 5th string. The next, so that's a C shape, pattern 1, pattern 2, looks like an A. There's those two C's within that A-shaped chord. The third shape, pattern 3, G has like a G shape, has 3 notes. Pattern 4, the one I was just showing you, the E-shaped bar chord. And pattern 5, the D shape, my favorite. And then it starts over. So I was aware of that mostly just by what the notes were, but I didn't really think of the caged system specifically. So, yeah, you can learn with sight reading. You can just explore the neck one string at a time, or you can use that caged system. I don't know. I suppose there's other ways to look at it. You can just, I just think of it, if we say, hey, we need an A note. Okay, I can just find that quickly. That's how more the way I was. Oops, that's not A. Sometimes I'm right. I just know all my A's. But that kind of conformed to the caged system. Or, B flat. Okay. Again, caged is kind of taking over my thinking and actions, but without caged, I could find a B flat or an E flat or anything pretty quick. And it does need to be quick. I apologize if this is kind of a burden, but it's like if you can't find those notes quickly and easily, guitar's always going to be, you're just going to be missing something big. So if you can keep working on finding those notes, let me know how you think of the notes up and down the neck and what kind of patterns you see. Maybe I missed something. I probably did, but is it like really hard or kind of hard or pretty easy for you? Let me know kind of your perspective on finding the notes up and down the neck. And then I'm always looking for how students see the process. So let me know how you see it. Thanks.